Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On.
Now, video games let you go to some amazing places. I mean, I've spent most of my adult life in Skyrim.
And I've been trying to build my dream house in Fortnite, but someone keeps blowing it up with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but seeing these places in 4K is like seeing them fresh with new eyes. So here are the places you need to visit in 4K on your Xbox One X.
For our first location, we're heading to The Witcher 3. It's a kingdom filled with places you need to visit in 4K, and not just because they feature lots of fine fancy beer. Okay, a lot of them do involve fine beer, but only one place on all of the map looks like this. This is Kaer Morhen, and as you can see here, it's good. Oh god! As I was saying, terrible bears aside, it's well worth making the trip. The wind rustles through the trees and the stream ripples invitingly as if to say, do a roly-poly in me. And so I will. This is like a fancy desktop wallpaper come to life, only with 100% more roaming herds of deer that you can mess up. It's the kind of place you just want to sit down in and write a postcard. Dearest Triss, the weather in Kaer Morhen is lovely. I might go for a stroll by the 4K lake in a bit. And tonight I plan to meditate for 12 hours. Also, I'm leaving you to become a hermit in this 4K forest. Yours truthfully, Geralt.
Thrill seekers look no further as the Queen of Adventure herself, Lara Croft, brings the ultimate adventure holiday in Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, I'm not one for freezing cold conditions, so I'm giving Siberia a miss and going for some classic hot balmy tomb raiding in a 4K Syria. Book your ticket to the Prophet's Tomb and marvel at the stunning view across the desert as the sun sets. Maybe try walking there instead of falling from a great height after jumping out of a burning car like Lara did though. That's a little bit over the top, isn't it, Lara? If you've had enough of feeling the blistering sunshine on your skin, then pop on inside to the Prophet's Tomb. You'll find beautiful views, such as old temple ruins, which you can climb and explore. I mean, try not to follow Lara's example and bring the whole place crashing down. There's some nice history you're destroying there, Lara. For those who love their aqua sports, check out this stunning water temple. If you love a bit of action on your trip, then why not work out how to scale its beautiful heights? It will involve breaking walls apart, but Lara's already proved that vandalism doesn't seem to matter that much when it comes to precious ancient history. There will be a few hairy moments on your trip, as traps, death pits, and waterfalls that lead to eternal misery are littered along the way, but that's all part of the fun. Pack your suntan lotion and take out that life insurance policy. It's holiday time.
We're off to Australia for our next entry, and it's a country that I've always wanted to visit, but never will because it's a 22-hour plane ride away, and the only time I'm willing to sit for 22 hours straight is when I'm playing Fortnite. Now, I've driven Oz up and down in Forza Horizon 3 on my Xbox One X, however, and I can tell you that my absolute favourite place is here, at the Maroondah Dam. You've got everything: sun, sea, a massive dam, and a car that you couldn't afford in real life with a wonky picture of Homer Simpson slapped on it. The whole thing is just such an awe-inspiring sight that you can't help but be poetic when speaking about it. So whether you're tearing across the reservoir or staring at it from afar, this truly is a real great place in which to drive your motorcar. As a little tip, all the best locations are pointed out on the map under the name beauty spots. And when you drive up to them, you get a little cutscene and a cheerful Aussie tour guide telling you some interesting stuff about it.
One thing we have got is serious rocks.
Thanks. Anyway, there's an achievement for getting all 13 of them, and your first port of call should definitely be this majestic concrete dam, whether you're driving the Homomobile or not.
If you're looking for a nice holiday location that really shines in 4K, then look no further than Galdin, Quay and Altissia in Final Fantasy XV. Let's start with the peaceful Galdin Quay, which is the perfect summer holiday destination. A high-end spa, restaurant and hotel which floats on peaceful water, you'll feel like you're vacationing at a Caribbean resort. Close your eyes and listen to the palm trees sway in the warm wind as you sip on a tropical cocktail. Delightful. If you prefer to be up and about, then head over to the fishing dock and catch yourself some fresh dinner. Of course, if that's too much effort, the restaurant offers the finest seafood. just make sure to bring a wallet loaded with gil. This ain't no Weatherspoons we're talking about here. Speaking of high-end luxuries, the Galdin Quay Inn offers the most premium accommodation at a staggering 10,000 gil a night. Okay, yes, it's pricey, but with double experience points included with your stay, you'll get a nice little bonus as well. Still, 10,000 gil is quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah, it might be worth checking out what the local travel lodge is offering for your stay too. Make sure to check out Altissia on your road trip too. The floating city takes a leaf out of Venice's book, with gondola rides and beautiful historic architecture. And hopefully a hotel that won't bankrupt you in the process too.
On to Assassin's Creed Origins now. The setting isn't scoring any points for accessibility, seeing as you have to stick your head in an animus to even reach it, but you should start making travel arrangements to ancient Egypt immediately, because it's absolutely stunning in 4K. Now, when you think Egypt, you automatically think pyramids of varying sizes and qualities. But that's not what we're heading to. No, the very best site in all of Origins is actually here, at Pharaoh's Tower. And that's not only because you get an outrageous view from one of the tallest structures in the game, but because the pyramids are part of that view. You can't see the pyramids if you're on the pyramids. That's just basic eye physics, and everyone knows the best views are the ones that cram in the most stuff. And plus, the Lighthouse of Alexandria is such a mission to actually climb, with fights breaking out and burly guards getting in your face, that it's so rewarding once you finally reach the summit. Now you just have to get down. Where's that hay bale? Oh.
So when you go on a holiday, you need a decent Airbnb to stay in. Well, let me introduce you to the Clockwork Mansion in Dishonored 2. Whilst its owner may not have the highest rating due to his love of experimenting on his guests, it's worth putting that to the side for the simply gorgeous architecture. That's 5-star furniture right there. Join me as we venture through the impressive front door. Gasp at the fabulous gold interior. Scratch your head as you work out how the hell you get into the next room. Hey, everyone loves a mystery, right? First things first, let me introduce you to your host, Kirin Jindosh. Don't be alarmed by the fact he's behind glass and seems to get a weird pleasure from taunting you. I mean, just check out that mustache. You can always trust a guy with facial hair that impressive. Here's a top tip. Be wary of other guests staying at the mansion. They're pretty hostile and are known to attack at will. The same applies to the robots. They may be wonderful cooks who will serve you the most incredible full English breakfast in the morning, but they've also been known to explode guests. Worth it for those sausages though. If you're looking for a unique hotel to stay in with the thrill of never knowing whether you'll see the next day, look no further than the Clockwork Mansion.
If you can ignore all the drug traffickers, Ghost Recon Wildlands serves up slice after slice of delicious Xbox One X enhanced scenery. It's hard to pick a favourite, from the cow-stuffed fields of Media Luna to the white-hot desert of Koani, where you can chill out with campers like a salty Glastonbury. Of course, I will pick one, because this list is all about picking a single location, and I simply cannot be in more than one place at the same time, unless this happens. And my pick for the location you have to see on an Ultra HD screen is here. Inca, Camina, the highest province in Bolivia. It's so far above sea level that water is a distant memory. The only elements you must concern yourself with now are solids and gas, both of which are rendered here brilliantly. Look at that draw distance, see the shadows cast by each rock formation. I particularly love the snowy trails on the side of the mountains. I like to imagine each was made by a tumbling boulder that may or may not have crushed a gopher. That said, I'll admit that while Inca Camina is stunning to look at, and its peaks are even better to fling yourself off of, I wouldn't want to live here. Imagine how long it would take the postman to deliver your Amazon parcels. No thanks.
Now, when it comes to gorgeous 4K holiday locations, you can't really beat Skyrim. Let's start with the natural wonder of the Northern Lights. These can be viewed from pretty much anywhere in Skyrim on a clear night, and watching the blue and green lights dance across the sky really is something else. Just be wary of unexpected giant and mammoth attacks, unless getting pummeled by a giant and his mammoth mate is also on your bucket list. For a long city break, check out the intricate detail of Markarth, an old silver mining town. The old rubble buildings and flowing water provide a scenic hangout. It's partial to Forsworn attacks though, so maybe bring a bow and arrow, yeah? My personal favourite hangout though has to be the Rift. Found just outside of Riften, it's a gorgeous autumnal treat filled with golden leaves and orange hues. Of course, the Rift is close to the Thieves Guild, so try not to act like a tourist or you might just find your wallet mysteriously disappearing along with all your beloved possessions. Worth it for those Instagram pics though.
Now, here's one location I wouldn't just want to visit, I want to live in it. It's none other than the city from Mirror's Edge. If you've got an EA Access subscription, you can download this Xbox 360 classic right now at no additional cost. The only thing that you'll have to pay is attention as you go up open-mouthed at this futuristic 4K metropolis. I bet Amazon would deliver my parcels here in minutes. Minutes! This is a world so sleek and clean that you could eat your dinner off of the floor, but some parkour idiot would probably tread in it. It's a great example of how even Xbox 360 games look amazing on the Xbox One X, with a special technique used to let the games display at full 4K. While the downtown area is lovely, my favourite places to visit are all the offices, where I'm free to jump around on people's workspaces. Well, it's their fault for leaving all the doors unlocked. This is the future. There's no privacy here. Haven't you ever read George Orwell? Also, for some reason, these pipes are pretty amazing. I can't get enough of them. Have you ever seen pipes look this good? The game's only downside for me is the runner vision where you press B and highlight the route in red, because I've now been so conditioned to run towards anything red that once I got my foot stuck in a jam jar. Anyway, now I'm off to hop in my hover Uber, which is definitely waiting directly below me. I really need to stop jumping off of things.
Hitman is perfect for itching that 4K travel bug. From the hot, bustling markets of Marrakesh to the sunny sights of Bangkok, there's a lot to be seen and experienced. For me, the most gorgeous locations have to be Sapienza and Hokkaido, both totally different yet beautiful in their own way. Let's start with Sapienza, the sun-drenched Mediterranean slice of heaven on earth. Sit in the cobbled streets and sip a latte as you people watch. If you see a bald guy wandering around mysteriously changing clothes and dragging people off into alleyways, then try not to pay too much attention. Probably best not to drink the coffee he serves you if he ends up being your waiter all of a sudden. The crystal blue waters, whitewashed walls with old brickwork dotting every surface is pure eye candy. Wandering the streets will pass a warm, lazy afternoon. But if you want somewhere a bit more chilled, literally, then head to Hokkaido. Whilst you'll spend most of your time inside, it's worth nipping outside for these mountain views. You know what would really help you reach inner peace? A bit of yoga. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Your yoga teacher is a bit suspicious though. Wait a minute, isn't that guy from Sapienza? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, well, this has gone horribly wrong, hasn't it? Yeah, maybe safer to stay home next time.
So there we have it, some of the most beautiful locations in 4K on the Xbox One X. Do make sure to let us know which your favourite is down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on another video.
And make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.